Hi, everybody. Welcome to your Wellness Warrior Workshop Wednesday. I am super excited about tonight's training because I get to share the camera with two really amazing wellness warriors, Ernie Pennard and Jerry Meyer, who are two of my favorite people to work with. These guys are so dedicated to helping others. It just shows their passion, servant-driven leadership, and I love how they work together. Welcome to the show, guys. So tonight we're going to be teaching you some cool little tips and secrets about marketing your products effectively. And I'm going to let Ernie Pennard start off because he has got some awesome stuff that you hear about. First thing I want you to do right now is get a paper and pen. You're going to want to take some notes on this, guys. Go ahead and take over, Ernie.
Oh, sorry, I was actually taking notes there. You told me to grab a paper and pen, and I tell you what, I am ready to learn from you two tonight because I know I'm going to learn. I'm going to give part of this lesson. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome out to this Wellness Warrior Wednesday. It's always a pleasure to just hang out with this wonderful cast of that we have here at Essante Organics. I get to hang out with actually one of my best friends in the whole wide world, Mr. Jerry Meyer, and one of my newest best friends in the whole wide world, the incomparable Joe Williams. You know, tonight we're going to give a few secrets away, but really, this is something that's so easy and it's so simple because of what we have here at Essante with this wonderful, amazing, I was looking, I have one somewhere here, this wonderful, amazing product catalog, this product catalog that we have with these 85 plus products with more coming, and just how to really take a step back from the business side of things and really look at how do we get these products out in the marketplace. My favorite way is to go, hey, look, I got some greens here, and you got to buy my greens because my greens are the best greens in the whole wide world. And you know what? These greens are going to grow back arms and they grow back legs. No, that's not how you market our products. And that's really what we're going to what we're going to share here with you this evening. The proper way to go about really giving the information that is needed to really encourage people to want what you have, and you know, I say this with the utmost validity because these products that we have, as you wellness warriors know here at Essante Nation, they truly do work, and that's what makes this company we call Essante really the buzz out here, because we do have products that truly work. So how do we approach the marketplace? Well, we don't do it, and a lot of us use social media, and we're really going to talk about a lot of that tonight of how to market utilizing social media. Well, one thing I could tell you is you don't go out here and you don't go putting a link on every post. Buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. Check out my link, check out my link, check out my link. You don't create a fan page by putting a link on every single time you post. That's not the way to pique interest in your products. Really, this is the secret. This is a true secret. Come here. Come a little closer. Come here. I got a secret. You share your story. There you go, Joe. You share your story. And it's all about truly, here, facts tell. And I tell you what, if you look at our website, you could click on all of our products and you can get all the facts. You could get all the facts in the world of each and every one of our products. What they do, what's in them. I mean, all the facts that you need are either on our website or they're on our containers. So really, Essante Corporate does a great job of telling about our products. But what's going to sell those products? What's going to sell those products to the marketplace? It's you and it's me. It's you and it's me. We are the one that are going to sell that product. And how are we going to sell that product? By creating stories, by having fun with it, by showing people that these products, they work and that they need them. I mean, one of the easiest things I do is if somebody coughs next to me, I ask them, so let me ask you, are you supplementing? You sound like you got a horrible cough there. Well, no, I'm not. Will you mind taking a look at something for me? Would you mind letting me share something with you? Because and when you do it that way, when you let them expose their problems, when you let them expose their issues, then they are going to be more open to hearing about these wonderful products. And here to really show how she does it, and really the right way to do it out here on social media, I'm going to turn it back over to our wonderful JoJo Williams. JoJo?
Hey, you guys. So Ernie is so right on. Okay, so stories sell, true stories pay. And let me tell you what I mean by that. You have got to live the product. You have to truly live the product. And those of you who know my story know what's going on. Like I'm reversing liver disease. I've cured anemia. I'm losing weight and inches, and my skin is looking great. Like I'm vibrant, and I feel great. So I'm sharing each step of this journey along the way. And as I'm doing that, people are waiting to see, like, you know, how's JoJo doing? And I'm honest, like on the days that I want to cry, I cry. And the days that I'm jumping up and down, I jump up and down. So, but I have a certain way of telling my story and introducing these amazing products online when I'm doing my online marketing. And one of the things that Ernie is so dead on about is you don't want to constantly be posting your link. Stop putting up those posts saying, who wants to earn some money, and putting up your link. Go to this link. Like, you have taken all the guessing out of the game right there. You've taken all the guessing out of the game. They don't need to ask you any questions. They know what company you work for. They know where your link is. You know, there's no mystery to it. I like to create a story, and I like to create, like you guys see me doing the tag team marketing all the time in Team One Love, where I'm going, hey, go comment on this, or da-da-da-da, you know what I mean? But you guys will notice that you won't see me posting my link all over my posts. I just don't do it. I want people to ask me for my link. So I'm all about creating kind of like a club atmosphere, because we're a family. We have a lot of fun together. We support each other. There's so much amazing stuff going on behind the scenes, and I want people to get just a little taste of that. And I want them to see that, okay, JoJo's looking better. Her skin looks great. I can tell she's getting thinner, and I even, you know, I hold some of that back because I like the shock factor, right? So when I put up posts throughout the day, if you pay attention to my wall, and I'm sure some of you will go look now and you'll like be, wow, she really did plant that. I am a master at planting things in my pictures and just subliminally messages. I like to get those messages out there. So Jerry's got some screen share pictures, and I'm going to explain to you what it is I do with these pictures and why I do it, okay? So here we go. Here's one of my pictures, and you'll notice I put this up the other day. I just took a drink of this really yummy green shake, and I've got this look on my face like, ooh, that's good, right? And you see I've got the ingredients on there. You've got your Persian cucumbers, baby spinach, avocado, and you see me even pouring it out of my Ninja into the cup. And you see the Essante 7.365 shake, but you don't see the word Essante anywhere. You don't see it on the shake, and you don't see it in the description below that has the recipe. All you see is 7.365. Why? Because honestly, most people don't even know what 7.365 is. And that's perfect, because I want them to ask me, what is a 7.365 shake? Because if people don't understand pH, alkalinity, acidity, they have no clue what 7.365 is. I know I had no clue initially. So alkalized yumminess, what does that mean? Right? What is this 7.365 shake? Where do you buy that? Those are the questions that they're going to ask me from that picture, and I get these type of questions all the time. Okay, go ahead and go to the next picture, Jerry. All right, so this was today. I was busy, 3-way calls. Good job, by the way, guys. You guys are rocking it. Love you. I made my lunch salad that I have every day, and just put the little, a little caption, entrepreneur fuel, and of course, I've got my Essante cup in the background. So there, yeah, I have a logo, but I'm not marketing anything. I'm not saying buy this product. There's no product in the picture. It's a salad. I'm promoting health, and I'm saying I'm an entrepreneur and I need fuel. And all I said on the post is, we are what we eat. Right? So that was just a plug. I was plugging subliminally, Essante is healthy. Okay? So this next picture, look at me. I look like I just got out of the shower. My hair's up in a towel. By the way, my hair wasn't even wet. I just threw my hair up in a towel. I had just gotten out of the shower and got dressed, but I didn't even wash my hair. Our hair products rock, so I didn't have to. But I wanted to give that morning look, right? Like that fresh morning look, because I was having this really awesome like orange Julius and carrot juice shake. And so again, you don't see the word Essante anywhere, right? Okay, go ahead. Okay, so this is when I was in Lynchburg, Virginia at Julie's house, and she made me some really awesome tea, and I was sitting in front of her cozy fireplace. You see I've got my house slippers, and so in this post I told a little story about the tea. But look over on my computer. It's win $500 shopping spree, holiday happiness contest, which ends today, by the way. Get those entries in. Essante Organics. People are going to ask me, what's that shopping spree? How do you win that? Okay, go ahead and go to the next one. This is another post that I put up. I was going to bed, and I was having like this really awesome tea. I had never had Moroccan mint tea before, so I was just blown away by it. See, I've got my Essante stuff in the background, but the post that I put up says absolutely nothing about Essante products. It's like, okay, why didn't you guys tell me about Moroccan tea? It's all about the Moroccan tea, but I've got my Essante in the background. Okay, go ahead and go to the next. Okay, so this is a bowl of soup that Julie made me that was off the hook, you guys. This stuff was so good. It's got fresh avocado in it. So I told this story on this post about the soup. It's all about the soup, but we have the Z3 sitting in the background there. That's just how I roll. There's always something. Okay, go ahead and go to the next one. And now this one, when I do talk about what I do for a living, this is how it feels when you get paid helping others live toxic-free. Boom. No link, no join me, none of that. And then look at the picture in the background. Plant smiles, grow laughter, harvest love. Like I intentionally angled my camera exactly like that to get that angle with that, because that picture is saying nothing but I'm happy, I'm getting paid, I'm helping others. And again, they have to ask me, how am I getting paid? By helping others. Okay? So as you guys can see, in everything that I do, in some way, I'm marketing myself without saying, join my site, join me, join me, join me. You don't see me putting my link up. You just see me telling stories, fun stories, whether it's being funny or being heartfelt or being serious, whatever it is. It's always genuine. It's always real. And I let the products sell themselves because people ask me, what is it that you're doing? So I know that Jerry has some stuff that he wants to share with us on this subject, so I'm going to hand it over to you, Jerry.
Jojo, you're awesome. What a fantastic marketer. I hope you guys are taking notes. I mean, that's just still pictures. Guys, any of us could do this. I mean, if you need to know how to do it, we have videos on how exactly you could do the image and put the captions and everything like that. But I want to feed off of what Ernie was talking about in the beginning. It's talking about story. That's something that's portable that you need to have in you. You need to have that $1 million story. And you know, we always compare ourselves right now with Essante Organics as that startup, just like it's that big as that. What would you do if you had that $1 million, that $1 billion story like Google has, like Starbucks has, or like Amazon has? Each of us have that opportunity, and that $1 billion story is basically going to be having a belief in the products. You have to find your right niche of products that just set your life on fire. That's it. It sets your vision. It sets your belief on fire. Those companies that have $1 billion infrastructure right now, you're in the exact same place. We have the advertising. We have the products. We have 87 products and growing. We have the team. We have the love. We have the nurturing. We have everything you need to make that $1 billion story. The only thing that's needed is you. The one thing that I focus on and Ernie focuses on a lot is we don't look for product sales. We look for product experiences. So if somebody is not happy with an Essante product, you know what? You got to think everybody's body is different. But I want them to have that experience. You know, if they take the shake and they didn't care for it or whatever, you know, I ask them, it's like, hey, did you mix something with it? Look at JoJo's recipes. I could share those pictures with other people and say, hey, look, why don't you try mixing up the shake mix like this? You know, or maybe they didn't have, maybe it was the time of day. Maybe they had, you never know, everybody's body, again, is different. Everybody's body needs to have that personal experience. Maybe they had a cup of coffee before they had the shake, or maybe they had, you don't know, but you got to dig. You got to find out. And if they're not happy, get the refund on the product and have them try something else. You want people that all of a sudden they get the spark, they get that vision, they get the Essante living toxin-free vision, and once they do, their life's on fire. And I'm going to give it back to the guys, well, to the team in a little bit, but I want to actually add a couple of things. If you guys didn't see in the One Love room, there was a recent app that came out, the EWG Skin Deep is available now. You could go over during Thanksgiving, where obviously is over, but we got Christmas parties coming up. You go in anybody's house, and I want to suggest doing this. They might get offended if you go through their medicine cabinet and all of a sudden start scanning stuff, and all of a sudden, hey, say, like all of a sudden go to the hostess of the company, say, hostess of the party, say, hey, look at the cancer that I found in your medicine cabinet. You know, I'm being a little facetious, but I want you to let you know how demonstratable we have. You could go into somebody's house, and if that's somebody that has children, those are heartstrings there. Okay, there's a passion there that they want the best for their children. If you didn't see calls last night, like Amanda's call where she was talking about the sanitizer and other products, I mean, that is just, her child would be crawling on the floor, and she thought she did a good job cleaning, but it was purely like antifreeze if you really take it down that the child was walking on. Well, you could go in somebody's house, take your phone, scan it, and show it to them and say, hey, look, you know what, this is a third party, this is not connected with any company. You can look at this and you can scan through it and you can sit there and show them. And it's like, hey, you know what, the products that you're using on your child actually cause cancer. Let me show you how to go toxin free. Are you interested? Give them to the website. Let the tools do the work. Now, Ernie and I and JoJo were talking about different ways that we could give you different tools. And some of them are, and I'm going to give them back to Ernie or JoJo to share about. But one thing that it just gets ideas going, and that's what we want for you. The business cards, if you haven't seen them in the back office, are just the best thing that I have ever seen. Okay, because on the back of the business cards, you could actually have the 800 number, which we're using for the ad system, but you also have the ability to have for a free toxic report. You could give that to somebody that you could be running across, and you could see what somebody's buying in their grocery cart. And you could sit there and say, hey, look, I see you have children. It's easy. Essante Organics, between Angie, the rest of the team, the field advisory board, everything is here. If you just look in the Team One Love room, there's ideas constantly flowing. And that's exactly, our products speak volumes for themselves. And by the way, before I give it back to JoJo real quick, I want to just let you know, if you guys are looking for that $1 million story, when you have that new person that signs up, you want them to have that product experience, the best way to do it is ask them how much if they had that $1 million story, how much money would they pay for it? What's the value of that? How much can you put, if you had Amazon, Google's, or Starbucks story, how much money would you spend to have that? Because picture this, if you had that story, you were unstoppable. Your vision, your belief, every time you wake up, you're boiling. You're just hot. There's nothing that's going to stop you. And that's what we want for each of you. And the best way to do that, it's going to cost your new person $499. It gets below wholesale and try a sample of everything. Or you got $199. If they really want to succeed, those are the levels to actually come in at to have that $1 million experience, to have that $1 million story, that unshakable belief that they're at the right place at the right time, because Essante is going to be a billion-dollar brand, and all of us are sharing and going to reap those benefits. So Jojo, thank you for giving me all my little rant. I hope you guys like that. Go to your medicine cabinet for your Christmas party and scan everything in the medicine cabinet. And when you get home, send them their toxic report. Don't do it in front of them at the party. But anyway, I'll give it back to you, Jojo.
Thank you so much, Terry. That's really valuable information, you guys. And what would be, especially when you're talking about families, going over to your sister's house and say, see, and take that and like scan the bubble bath that she's using for your niece or your nephew, and that's coming from a place of love, and when you've got that app on your phone, that's powerful stuff. But speaking of getting in person with people, because that's a whole nother side of introducing your products, marketing your products to your warm market, and doing it in person is quite possibly one of my favorite ways. I'm an in-person type of person, right? Anybody in all of the country that I've traveled knows that everywhere I go, I'm talking to someone, I'm giving out my card, I'm getting their information. I like to talk to people face to face. Energy, just let people know you're being when you're right there in their face. So I like to introduce things, and everybody in my life, they remember Jojo a couple years ago, who was not so happy and was very unhealthy and in a wheelchair, and when I did walk, it was like 10 feet, and I was always asking people to get me things. And so now when I go over to my friend's house, I'm like, oh my God, I got to come over, I got to show you this stuff. Like, I will be so impressed with like the Hollywood instant facelift, right? Like, I can't believe how good that stuff works. So I'm like, I have to come over, I have to show you, this stuff is amazing. So I go over, and I go over in my little sports gear, I got on my sweatsuit, I got pep in my step, and this isn't the old Jojo anymore. This is excited, happy Jojo. I walk in, I got my little hat with the heart on, and look at that. You see that? Life is good. I mean, everything about me says vibrant, happy life, and I go share these products, and my energy self, I go on all products. I go like, this stuff is amazing, so let's give you a facial right now. You got to try this stuff. It really, really rocks. And the whole time, we're talking about life. Like, I'm talking about all the stuff that I can do now, the things that are going on in my life, and all the places I've traveled, and, whatever's going on in my life. And so when I walk away from there, it's a memorable experience for more than me just saying you should buy this product. Right? And so for people who want to introduce your products, there's a lot of different ways you can do it, and Ernie's going to talk about that too. But what I want to talk about is the ideas of, like, for women, throw facial parties. Get a couple glasses of wine or whatever, make it a margarita night. I don't know how your little, facial party would go, but make it fun and put some music on and make it a night. Have a all healthy, hors d'oeuvres, and a girls' facial night where all the girls get together and just have a blast doing facials. And so they walk away. They're going to wake up the next morning, for one. Their skin is still going to be feeling fabulous. Oh, yeah, and if you are doing wine or margaritas, make sure that everybody takes some greens and some B-tabs before they go, so that they don't wake up with a hangover, right? Because I've actually cured a neighbor's hangover with the greens. It's amazing stuff. So you want them to leave remembering that they had a blast, and the products work, so they're going to sell themselves. There's a lot of different ways that you can introduce your products without just pushing sales. Okay, so Ernie, why don't you share some of the other ways that you can do that in person?
I would be happy to, Jojo. I just want to throw it out there. Hey, guys need facials too, so don't leave us out. Come on. I mean, I feel kind of left out here, Hey, anyway, but just today. Here today alone, I talked to two people about Essante products. One is I went and got my hair cut today. Yeah, I did. I went and got my hair cut today, and I always wash my hair before I go because I know what I'm putting on my hair. Well, started thinking about this today, and I knew that the lady who cuts my hair was going to ask me if I wanted my hair washed. And got down to and she always washes afterwards, not before. And it got down to my haircut being done, and she goes, "So you want me to wash your hair?" And I said, "No, thanks." She goes, "Well, why not?" I go, "Well, because I don't want the toxins you guys have on my head." She's like, "What? We don't have toxins." I said, You know, I'm not trying to I don't mean any disrespect by this, but have you looked at the products on your shelf of what you're selling? Well, no. I said, go grab one and I'll show you something. And the first ingredient, well, water, then sodium lauryl sulfate. Then I wrote down ewg.org, ewg.org/skin deep, and she's ready to throw out every product in her salon. She was so blown away when I started talking to her about the toxicity of these products and how the government has grandfathered them in over time and how they are so harmful, and it really opened her eyes and blew her away. And then also she goes, you know what, you don't have a gray hair on your head. And I said, I know, because I use good products. Of course I don't have a gray hair on my head. I think not. The other testimonial today, the other way of sampling today, see these little things right here? This is $1 million right here. This little container is worth $1 million. I had a meeting tonight, a youth group meeting tonight, and we were sitting in with the leaders before the youth group started. And there's one guy that always comes in, and he's always dragging his behind. He is always, and of course I come in just yeah, ready to go, and he looks at me and he goes, how do you get all that energy? And I looked at him and I said, Dan, let me ask you this: have you had 5.5 pounds of vegetables today? How about have you had 5.5 pounds of fruit today? And he goes, 5.5 pounds? I may have had an ounce. And I said, dude, check this out. This is so cool. And I showed him this. And he goes, what do you got there? I go, oh, that's 5.5 pounds of fruit. He's like, going, no way. I said, yeah, that little container is 5.5 pounds. So what I did, immediately right there, I didn't have any water, and you guys could see, these things are chock full. What I did is I said, Dan, you remember when we were kids? You remember them pixie sticks? I said, do that and stick your finger in there and taste that. And he's like, oh my, that is awesome. So I gave him a container. I said, there, my friend, get up in the morning and start your day off with 4 ounces of water, dump that in there, and enjoy yourself 5.5 ounces of fruit, and tell me what you think. How cool is that? I mean, what a great way. Right there, 5.5 pounds of fruit. Well, that don't weigh 5.5 pounds. Of course not. It is just an amazing, amazing way to share it and not be puking all over somebody. Just you piqued interest, now you got it in their hands. I mean, now I can't give that to somebody else. I dipped my finger in it, but I better put that off to the side. But just a way to really share our products. I mean, the B tabs. Have some B tabs handy with you. I mean, when people could taste something like that, and with the B tabs especially, you could get a little burst of energy from it. Somebody's feeling a little run down. Somebody's got a cold, say, you know, and you ask them, you supplement? Well, here, try this. This is a little bit of honey. Check this out. These are B tabs. I mean, let people taste, especially these products that they could taste. When they could taste something and they could feel that, those products, I tell you what, they sell themselves. So there's just a couple few pointers, and then also have some of them on hand. Have some of these beautiful catalogs, because these are the nicest catalogs I've seen in the industry. Have some of these on hand, and I tell you what, it is so easy to not get in somebody's face, but to nonchalantly share the products with somebody else. So back to you, JoJo.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So, I mean, basically, I love that you said that little container is $1 million container, because it is. It is. And investing in your business is a good idea. Samples go a long way. Samples are amazing. In the beginning, I was very resistant, especially when it comes to the earth greens, because I'm greedy. Like, I don't want to give up my earth greens, right? I love my earth greens. You all know how I feel about those. So, there's a lot of things. I saw someone post in Team One Love, I think it was last night, who said, hey, I've got a great idea for marketing. Go into the department store, go into the dressing room, and pick out your old size pair of pants and try them on and go, oh my goodness, they're too big, I have to go down a size again, and make a big spectacle out of it in the dressing room when it's full. And I guarantee you, all the women in there are going to go, how are you doing it? How much weight have you lost? Like, you're going to get bombarded with questions. My point that I'm making, that's a brilliant idea, by the way, my point that I'm making is everything is an opportunity. When you're living these products, when they are a part of your life, you no longer have the chore of having to try to figure out where to add it in, because it's what you do. Essante is what I do. It has spread out into every area of my life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't just buy Essante organic products. I shop organic. Everything I buy is organic and toxic free because I've developed a belief system. I've changed my mindset, and I'm proud. I'm so proud to be one of the wellness warriors on this planet who is willing to pay a couple extra bucks to shop organic, because I'm creating supply and demand, and I'm helping the world go green, and it's going green with or without us. So learning how to live the product and live this lifestyle of getting, it's progress, not perfection, guys. Progress, not perfection. But every step that we take, every little baby step adds up. Every single person in your life sees you making these positive changes, and that's your story. That's your story, yo. Like, that's so valuable, so important. You want to share your story. You want people to see the progress, and in order to do that, you got to live these products. And everybody on here, and everybody that in Team One Love, we know these products work. These products work. The testimonies are amazing. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. I really hope that you got some amazing stuff, and don't forget, tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Is it 10 p.m., Ernie? Eastern?
Oh, no, that'd be 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. Thursday night's 8 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. Live overview with Ernie and Jerry. You definitely want to get your guests on that, because if you've been on it, you've seen how much fun they have. My guest was on last night. She signed up with a $4.99 kit. Super excited to get started. Get your guests to those live overviews, and we'll see you Saturday on the Saturday Success Training. You guys have an amazing night. Did you guys have anything you wanted to say before we go?
You know what, JoJo? I'm going to just add one thing that real quick in regards to Ernie on samples. Ernie and I are going to create a site, Men for Body Butter. Or is it Body Buddy for Men? Body Butter for Men. I don't remember which it was. But you know what? This smooths out any man's rough edges, okay? And, I mean, just the smell of it. I mean, so Men for Body Butter, I don't know if it's taken as a joke, but you know what? You could give somebody a sample of this. You could have anybody that has dry skin, especially during the winter, or the cuticles. I mean, you just can't help it. All our products are sample, are able to, as long as you don't. The problem is, I think, with like JoJo said, you don't want to share sometimes just because I can't. It's the last I have. I can't. No, it's mine. You get a little greedy, but you know what? If they see the value of it and say, look, I'll tell you what, I'll let you try a sample, but you got to tell me if it works for you. You got to get it, because I'm not going to be able to share you anymore. So, JoJo, your information that you provided tonight, I think, is rock solid and going to provide everybody on the Essante Nation team everything they need to grow their business. So, I'll give it back to you unless Ernie has anything to say, so you can wrap it up. But thank you for the opportunity to share how I share Essante.
I'm gonna let Ernie say goodbye, but before I do, I'm a Men for Body Butter. I love it. Go with it. That is awesome. Anything that's just catchy, I love it. I can't wait to see this, you guys. You guys are amazing. Go ahead, Ernie.
Actually, we're going to, out in California, to be the body butter dudes. Dudes for the body butter. Right, all right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's been such a pleasure to spend some time here with you all this evening. Essante Nation, you guys just rock. Team One Love. I mean, this is just an exciting journey that we are all on together. Go out and share products with it. Do it the right way. Go out and share your story. Truly share your story and share your heart. And if you haven't got a story yet, use someone in your organization. There's plenty of stories out there. Use that for now. But the thing is to get that $1 million story and make it your story. On behalf of JoJo Williams, Jerry Meyer, I am Ernie Pinard, Ethical Ernie. Dudes for Body Butter Rock. Have a great evening, everybody. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.